Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi. Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. We thank Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We ask Him the Most High to reward our dear brother, Dr. Jamilu Zarewa, for taking out the room and also increasing our knowledge on a topic which is very, very important, which is etiquettes of human relations. How to relate with you? Because it is the law of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that human beings cannot survive as an island. That you do not need anybody, you are self-sufficient. It is only Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala who is self-sufficient. Therefore, whether you like it or not, you must find yourself related with some people. Those people, you need them for even to be comfortable in life. So, if this is the case, that no one can survive or live as an island in this world, then you must be seen exhibiting or copying some etiquette so that you relate to people cordially, and also you remain comfortable in this life. Doctor mentioned so many of such etiquettes, before which he mentioned how a great scholar of Islam, Ibn classifies people into 8. So people are like pigs, which feed on impurity. Some are like dogs, which which is always harming itself and also harming others. Some are like donkeys. They only know how to take blood. Some are like rats, only know how to steal. Some like camels, they know how to relate to people in envy. Some are like peacocks, who are always clean. The father prophet Ibn who also classified people into 4. There are those who are like fools, meaning they are always beneficial. Those are the scholars. Whenever you are together with them, you stand to benefit one thing or the other. Some are like medicine. If you take it overdose, you will be harmed. Some are like poison, they always harm people. We also mentioned that among the etiquette of the human relation is that one should not allow himself to be, should not expose himself to blame. If you do something that people to blame you, certainly people will continue to blame you, even beyond the way you expect. He also said that you should praise people on their areas of strength, even if they are wicked. Do not be somebody who condemns people in totality. Somebody you are relating with may be a wicked person, but when you are going to comment on him, yes, you say, he is patient despite this, he is generous despite this. So this is indeed very good for one to imbibe this quality. In your relationship with people also, you should be diplomatic in terms of your relationship. Praise people even if they are wicked, so that you avoid their wickedness, so that they will not harm you. You know somebody harms people, and as you meet him, for example, maybe we are told that you are somebody who harms people, you are a thief or you are an armed robber, then he will mark you. And then in the end, we will make sure that he clears you away. So also, we learned this from the Prophet ﷺ that in terms of your relationship with people, you should be diplomatic. The way that you praise people on their areas of strength. That's why you find out that almost all the companions of the Prophet ﷺ, the Prophet of Allah ﷺ praised them in one way or the other. Abu Bakr, for example, the Prophet ﷺ said that if you take anybody as his friend, then Abu Bakr is his friend. Umar anhu, the Prophet ﷺ commented that should Satan see him following a particular road, Satan will take another road so that they will not meet along the road. Uthman bin Affan, the Prophet ﷺ mentioned how modest Uthman was, said, Allah astahi man tastahi minhu al-malaika, and so on. Ali bin Abi Talib, also the Prophet ﷺ mentioned one day that I am going to give flag to a personality who loves Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and His Messenger, and also Allah the Most High and His Messenger love him. So you see, almost all his companions, Abu Ubaidah, Aminu Hadhi Ummah, Abu Ubaidah ibn Jarrah, and so on and so forth. So it is part of an etiquette of human relation for you to be friends with people, to relate with them diplomatically. Again, we should look at people's goodness and not always emphasize in their weakness. Nobody is perfect. It is only Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala who is perfect. No matter how righteous an individual may be, he may have one weak point or the other. Therefore, you should always emphasize on the good area of such person, because he is not an angel. He is liable to committing mistakes. He is liable also to maybe doing something that is not good. He gave an example of someone who came to Umar bin Khattab, the Khalifa Amir al-Mu'minin, in order to complain against the behavior and attitude of his wife. Then, before Umar came out from his house, the man turned away. Therefore, the Umar called him. Say you were saying salam for me to come out so that maybe you discuss one thing or the other, but I met you going to say, of course, I also met you having quarrel with your wife. So it is indeed, it's not something that is only restricted to be alone. Again, when you are discussing with people, you should give them full concentration. Don't allow yourself when you are discussing, maybe you are also, you are not attentive to what you are discussing with a particular person, or maybe you are sending text messages, you are being your whatever in your handset. So this is not a factor of a Muslim who should be still relating with people in a good way. Again, respect. Whoever wants people to respect him should be seen respecting people. There's no two way about it. If you always consider people inferior, you don't give them respect, there is no way they will respect you. Again, you should get accustomed to smiling. Don't always frown your face, because the more you frown, the more your heart becomes heavy, and the more you smile, it gives you comfort. It relieves you from so many things that are disturbing you. And also, it is said that those people who are fond of smiling, they even live longer. Even the Prophet ﷺ said in his hadith that it is part of sadaqah for you to meet your brother while you are smiling. Again, you should be accommodative to people, even if they are the wicked ones, so that you avoid their harm. The Prophet of Allah ﷺ said that among the worst category of people are those who people avoid them in order to be saved from their evil deeds. Again, whenever somebody betrays you, then you should not take it as a new thing. It has been done already, because human beings also betray Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, who created him, provided him with everything. Then who are you? Then if somebody betrays you, then you take it as a do or die issue. So if you take it that you are even expecting it, so it's not a new thing that somebody betray you or do something. What after all, maybe you suffered in bringing him up, you do so many goodness to him, then see him. This is how he's paying me back. No, you should not even wonder. you should expect it before even it comes. Another etiquette of human relation is leniency. Do not be harsh in terms of your dealing with others, even those whom you differ in opinion or in understanding. You should be lenient to them. Don't be harsh. As we see, even our scholars are victims, are culprits of this type of being harsh. Maybe you have the difference in understanding of some creed aspects of Islam. Maybe you have the opportunity to mount a pulpit, or you have an opportunity to have a public preaching. Then you continue to follow people's names, MBDA, and so on. No, you should be lenient. Again, you should always verify factuality of statements before taking measure. If somebody comes to say, so person said so and so person against you, okay? Say, okay, you hear? Don't take any action, but try and verify whether what he told you is true or not. يا أيها الذين آمنوا إن جاءكم فاسق بنبأ فتبينوا أن تصيبوا قوما بجهالة فتصبروا على ما فعلتم نادمين. He quoted also one of the predecessors who came and reported to him that somebody made a negative comment against him. Then he said, okay, أما وجد الشيطان رسولا غيره. Among all people, Satan did not get any messenger except you. So if he has finished him, he will never come back and tell him that also person said a particular thing against you. Again, you should praise people on their good areas and do not condemn them in totality. Even if they are even if they are wicked. Where a person is good, please, you should mention it. You should make an utterance that person is good. But don't say that you did not see any goodness in totality in so and so person. So this means that you are fair in your assessment about people. But if you condemn a particular person in totality, even those people who are listening to you, if they are indeed good people and they can reason, they know that you yourself, you are not saying the truth and you are not just on those people. Then you should think good about people, do not suspect them. Do not be suspicious. Anybody you see, think good about him until maybe otherwise comes from him. Then avoid argument. Argument leads to so many destructive things, fighting, and so on. That's why the Prophet ﷺ said that I guarantee a person who avoids argument a house in paradise. Another one is that you should relate to people as human beings, dignified by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Do not take people as inferior and see yourself superior. Relate to people as human beings, even if they may be under you. He may be your driver, he may be your cook, he may be your messenger. He is human being. He has been dignified by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. وَلَقَدْ كَرَّمْنَا بَنِي آدَمَ. In generality, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says He dignified the children of Adam. So who are you now to consider people inferior? After all, they are created by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and He gives them position. So you should relate with them in a kind way and you should dignify them just as Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala dignified you. That will not make them to say, okay, they do not consider your position as being their organ or being their boss in the office and so on. Again, comments of contemporaries should not be accepted. If people are competing, maybe in a position or a particular thing, maybe in a business, so they are going maybe hand in hand. So there is an act of envy between them. So it is possible for one of them, when he is commenting about the other, he may say something that is not correct. So statements of contemporaries against themselves should not be accepted. Again, be impatient from people's bad attitudes and negative comments against you. So you should expect it, especially if you are a leader. Do not expect that people will continue to praise you. You should even prefer those who will even make bad comments against you, because maybe they have seen some things that are bad. Through that, you will make an amend, you will change from your bad attitude, or you improve yourself. Another, you should also be somebody who has total reliance on Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Because if you rely on Allah, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is sufficient for you. Then do not condemn people plainly, even by mentioning their names. Maybe a leader or somebody did something, so you should not directly call his name, maybe on member, to say that he has done bad, or you even insult him. No, do it in a diplomatic way, because it will end up in maybe you are trying to embarrass those people instead of maybe trying to correct their mistake. Then you should avoid making reference to people's mistake against you. Avoid making reference. For example, if somebody did something wrong to you, then when you are discussing with him or you are telling another person, then you make reference. So even in 2010, how many years ago? 11 years ago, he did this, he did this, he did that. Even when we were in secondary school, I can remember he did this, he did. This is the attitude even some between them and their wives, or between them and their husbands. So there is no way the relationship will be cordial. Then repentance from committing sins, as sins makes people's honor to be cheap for attack. If you are upright, you always ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for forgiveness from committing sin, then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will safeguard your honor, and your honor will not be so cheap for people's attack, because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is the one who is going to be fighting for you, and you will not allow yourself, your honor to be tarnished by anybody. So I believe these points are very, very important for us to relate with people cordially, and also to be healthy in our life, because most of the ailments that do attack us this time around, especially high blood pressure, is due to non-application of this etiquette. Some of those things are something that you should just ignore. You should not even make it a point. As you ignore it, it has gone forever. But if it remains in your heart, it will continue to pain you. It will continue to pain you until it leads you to contracting one disease or the other. I believe whoever happened to be with the doctor within these few minutes, I believe that he has benefited a lot, and may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make us to understand fully what he discussed, and make us to put them into practice for our daily relationship with even our wives, with our children, with even our parents, with our relations, what more of maybe your colleagues in the office or other people on the street. By the grace of Allah, whoever imbibes this etiquette, by the grace of Allah, he will live a comfortable life, and also free from envy, free from committing, and free from taking note of disturbances from what people are doing against him. On your behalf, and on behalf of our Chief Imam, I would like to thank immensely our dear Sheikh, Dr. Jamilu Zarewa, in the light of the sayings of the Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, "Man sana'a ilaykum ma'rufan fakafi'uhu." Whoever did any goodness to you or did any act of kindness to you, then you should compensate him. But if you cannot do so, especially like this situation, there is no way we can compensate. We do not have anybody to pay for this golden advice and statement you give us. So the only way we can compensate you is to say, Jazakallahu khairan wa zadakallahu ilman wa taqwa wa ja'ala al-jannata ma'wana jami'an. Jazakumullahu khairan. Assalamu alaikum. Ina ga addu'a ko kuma dai dan tambaya ko da daya.
tambaya ɗaya ko ni na musu.
Yawa to malam zai tambaya ba. Akwai mai tambaya?
Akwai littafai ba. Ni zan yi tambaya. Kamar yadda malam ya faɗa, Ibn Qayyim ya kasa mutane wajen gida 8. Wai zai iya gaya min 6 daga ciki. Ya karkasa mutane gida 8, akwai wanda yake kamar kaza, akwai wanda yake kamar kaza. Ina da littafi da zan baya. To bismillah miƙe. Baba ɗan haska shi. Ɗan haska shi baba. Na ɗaya. Akwai wanda yake kamar alade, saboda me ya zama kamar alade? To shi ma da jasa yake ci? Me yasa ya zama kamar alade? Me yasa da ya zama kamar alade? Baka ci wannan ba. Na biyu, kamar kare, me yasa ya zama kamar kare? Handama da baba ke. Na biyu, na uku, na biyu to je ka. Bera, sata da barna. Na uku, akwai wanda yake kamar kunama, saboda me? Yawan cutar da mutane. Na hudu, ragumi, hassada da kaushin zuciya. Sai kuma ɗawisu, yawan kwalliya. To ga sharhin ahalin. To yanzu tambaya ta biyu shine, akwai waye zai ƙa'idojin da malam ya lafasa ya samari ɗinsu guda 23 ne na mu'amala da mutane. Waye zai iya gaya mu guda 7 a ciki? Shi ma ina da kyautar littafi na manufofin shari'a musulunci. Guda 7 a cikin 23, ba zai iya gaya mana su. Ba dole sai ya sharhin su ba, kawai ya faɗa. To miƙe, kanka dinga kalla, saboda na mu'amala ne su ake su zama suna kanka. Ka dinga yin murmushi ga mutane, ba dariya ba. In kana dariya za su raina ka. Murmushi yawwa, mana ka dinga yaban mutum a gaban shi, ko da yana da halayen munana, amma ka dinga yaban shi. A dinga haƙuri da mutane, 3 kenan. A dinga yin siyasa, 4 kenan. Yawwa, ka dinga mu'amala da mutum a matsayin shi na ɗan adam, ko yana ƙasa da kai, to ka dinga tuna cewa ku duka 'yan adam ne. In ka ga mutane na zagin ka dinga tuba zuwa ga Allah. Saura 1. Ya yi ƙoƙari gaskiya. To ga littafin maƙasirin shari'a, manufofin shari'a musulunci. To Allah ya ba mu dacewa. Wanda ya ɗaga hannu ɗin nan mutum 1, mu amsa tambayar ka shi kenan. To bismillah, Allah sa mu sani. To abin da yake asali shine mace ta aure, kuma namiji ma yi aure inda yana da dama, shi ne asali. Amma idan ba ta da sha'awa, ko kuma ta ga za ta iya tsara kanta, ya halatta za ta iya zama. Saboda kamar yadda aka rawaito, Ummu Darda, mata Abu Darda, da ya rasu ba ta yi aure ba, saboda tana fatan ta zama matar Abu Darda a aljanna. To kuma mace tana zama matar mijinta na ƙarshe ce. So su Muawiya bin Abi Sufyan radiyallahu anhu duk sun zo neman ta amma ba ta aure su ba. So in mace ba ta da sha'awa kwata-kwata za ta iya zama, amma dai abin da ya fi shi ne ke aure, saboda ba iya saduwa ba ne aure. Akwai abubuwa da za ta dinga yi wa mijinta na kyautatawa wanda za ta samu lada. To Allah ya ba mu dacewa, Allah ya sanya rayuwarmu ta zama saboda neman yardarsa. waɗannan musibu da muke ciki da fitintunu Allah ya kare mu. Rabbana atina fid dunya hasana wa fil akhirati hasana wa qina adhaban nar. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ala ali Muhammad kama sallaita ala Ibrahim innaka Hamidum Majid. Allahumma barik ala Muhammad wa ala ali Muhammad kama barakta ala Ibrahim wa ala ali Ibrahim innaka Hamidum Majid. Subhanaka Allahumma wa bihamdik, ashhadu an la ilaha illa anta astaghfiruka wa atubu ilayk.